Hello, 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 and welcome to the wonderful world of photography. David Bradley here. Here is a picture of a goldfinch. If you saw my previous video, you would see, or would have seen, that I had shot the head of a thistle with a bee moving in to pollinate. Well, what you see here is what happens after things have been pollinated and after the seed pod has developed. For there are these birds, they are called goldfinches, and they are crazy about thistle heads. So they move in and they eat them. Now, oftentimes I have seen these birds, and they are very skittish, and as soon as I try and get a picture, they say, oh, no, 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 and they fly away. So that doesn't go well. I have set up cameras, like video cameras, to just leave it and see, and, it doesn't often go well. But I remember, and this was some years ago on this day, I was outside and I looked over and I said, my golly, I believe I see a bird. And this bird was going nuts and crazy and such on this. So I started to shoot, and then I started to walk closer, and I kept shooting. And every time I moved, I kept shooting. And finally, I was perhaps, well, let's see, in Canadian terms, perhaps 2 meters away, and I kept shooting. Finally, the bird saw me and said, oh my, what's going on? And it left. So there were a number, of course, pictures in this session. And this one, of course, funny, when I looked at it, I wasn't sure if it was good. I wasn't sure if it was bad. Um, and of course, when initially, I was kind of like, well, I don't know, because of course, the bird is obscured by the seed pods. Well, why is it obscured by the seed pods? Well, because it's yanking them out and flinging them up in the air. So the more I looked at it, the more I thought, what I originally thought maybe made it bad is actually what's making it good. And I entered this in a competition, and it did win, and it was on display somewhere down near Montreal for a while. And apparently they printed it quite large. And apparently some people who had also entered the contest were quite concerned that by printing things larger, it might make the picture look, less in focus. To which I said, well, if you really look at this, hardly anything in this picture is in focus. The front seed pod, which is ripped open, is out of focus. The other head of a flower kind of up, well, above the bird and to the left, it's out of focus. The other one's not bad. The tree is out of focus. The bird's in pretty fine focus, and of course the things right where it is, the seed pods, they're not bad. But most of it's out of focus, so I don't see how it could hurt. Anyway, there was supposed to be some big gala and an opening and whatever, some walk or some park or whatever. It was canceled, so I never got to see it printed there. But it had credits and things and stuff. So there it is, a goldfinch eating the head of a thistle, some weeks after the bee would have appeared and done pollination. We need bees, we need birds, we need all sorts of things that linger on the earth, part of the food chain. It is. So, it's funny, when I first moved here, there were thistles growing back there. Now there's no thistles, so I haven't seen many of these birds at all. And I don't know how to plant thistles, so, oh well, it happened, and I got a great bunch of pictures, and now we move on. So thanks for coming. Stay tuned. Many, many, many more pictures to come. This is another of the 6x8 pictures that I had printed that I had forgotten about that were in the garage. So I'll keep looking. Have a lovely, lovely day. Bye for now.